Bonjour tout le monde, je suis professeur et on va parler de la grammaire et de la prononciation du français. On y va. Before starting, remember, pay attention to the parents, take advantage of cognates, make connections, listen attentively and repeat, and use everything you learn here in context. And remember, if you get lost or confused, just let me know. On y va. Remember to check the work classes. Here, everything is related to equivalences. Yeah? Okay. Go ahead. On va continuer avec les noms. C'est la deuxième partie. Et qu'est-ce qu'on a dans les noms? Je suis professeur. Voilà. J'ai des livres. J'ai des tasses. J'ai des livres. J'ai des tasses. Voici la prononciation. Ce sont des tasses. Il y a combien de tasses? Il y a 3 tasses. Voici les tasses. Ce sont des livres. Ce sont des livres. Il y a combien de livres? Il y a des livres. Oui, il y a 10 livres, en fait. Ici, les déterminants. Des livres, les livres. Des tasses, les tasses. Something important here. You don't pronounce the final S. That's all. Just remember to pronounce the E here. De, le. Also, whenever you have, this is important, whenever you have the contraction, like l'hôpital, l'université, in the plural form, you are going to use les hôpitaux, les universités. Des hôpitaux, des universités. Something important. Remember, the final S or the final X is not pronounced. Good. And here you are pronouncing the S as a Z. Des hôpitaux, des universités. Les hôpitaux, les universités. This is the liaison. If you notice with the others, des livres, des tasses. Les livres, les tasses. Il n'y a pas de liaison. There is no liaison here. But whenever you have a vowel before a determiner with S at the end, you are going to do the Z sound. And remember something important. Here, le, they are genderless. So you don't have to worry about the gender of the word. Good? Of the noun. Something important. Remember, in general, most of French words endings, if they end by consonant or by E, they are not pronounced. They are silent. So when I pronounce livre, I'm not pronouncing the S nor the E. Tasse, I'm not pronouncing the S or the E. That's important. They can be masculine or feminine. Un singulier ou pluriel. Singulier, ça veut dire un. Pluriel, ça veut dire plus que un. One and more than one is the meaning of those words. Then, on va pratiquer un petit peu. On y va ici. Ce sont 3 bureaux. Ce sont 2 tables. Bureau, table. I'm not pronouncing the final S, the final X. Actually, I'm not pronouncing anything at the end. Ce sont 3 bureaux. Ce sont 2 tables. C'est ça. How do I know that is plural? Look at the verb. The verb is in plural. Ce sont 4 soleils. Ce sont 5 lunes. Ce sont 6 chattes. Ce sont 6 chats. In the feminine version, I'm pronouncing the consonant. In the masculine version, I'm not. Ce sont 6 chattes. Ce sont 6 chats. Ce sont 7 chiennes. Ce sont 7 chiens. Ce sont 8 juments ou ce sont 8 chevaux. Something important here is that you know the feminine and masculine of the words, as in the others, because you are adding something extra. The feminine, chat, the masculine, chat. Chien, chien. But here, jument is the feminine for female horse. And chevaux is the feminine for male horse. And they are in plural. And how do we know that are in plural? Look at the ending S and the ending X. John est professeur. Lulu est professeur. We already agreed that they are pronounced in the same way. There is the only difference is in the writing. However, when you are referring to a group of people, you are going to choose. Because this one is a big debate regarding sexism, and you can use either ils sont colombiens, referring to both of them, or elles sont colombiennes, referring to both. The one you choose is going to be fine, but people expect that you use the generic masculine. So, but you are free to use the one you prefer. That's great. And there is this version that is more inclusive to talk about everyone. Les professeurs sont colombiens, colombiennes. This third one, okay, you are going to choose the one of the other to pronounce, if it's bien or bien, but in the written form at least you are going to put the that, so you are going to have more inclusiveness. Remember, there are more obviously, but here there is a pronoun neutral, a neutral pronoun that is used. There are others, but here is like the most used, I would say. It's a neologism, it's non-standard, it means it's a new word, several years ago they have been used, but it's non-standard, and it means that it's not in the dictionaries. However, people use it, some people use it. So, ils sont professeurs, ils sont des personnes intéressantes, ils sont des individus intéressants. Here, the agreement is not with the subject pronoun. The agreement here is with the noun. Personne, c'est féminin. Individu, c'est masculin. But there is nothing related to the referent. It's related to the noun. Intéressant, intéressante. C'est ça. When to use it? Okay. Encore une fois. Introduce your pronoun and ask kindly for the others. Évidemment, exactement. Exactement. J'adore ces mots. Alors, en somme, to sum up, comment faire le pluriel? Ajouter un S à la fin du mot. Livre, livre. La prononciation, c'est la même. It's the same pronunciation. Américain, américain. Same. Américaine, américaine. Same pronunciation, but you are adding an S in the written form. If the word ends by O, tableau, tableau, you are going to add an X. Changer al pour ou par O. Cheval, chevaux. And if the word already has an S at the end, n'ajoutez rien. Don't add anything. Just keep like that. Français, français. Et c'est tout. Merci. Au revoir.